color that they put to their hair in the last few days. Great result for us. I was very, very happy with the performance. A scary game because when you're on top as much as we were today, a lot of the time it takes one moment and before you know it, you've slipped up. So full credit to the players. 13th game in 53 days. I've never been through that before. I'd like somebody to tell me another team that has, to show the endurance and the character that our group has showed to get through this is nothing short of remarkable. So I'm incredibly proud of our players. Yeah, we lost in Tampa, but whoop-de-doo, we bounced back today and picked up a big 3 points. So very, very proud of our group, and we're heading in the right direction.
Given the trial of the run of games you said in that amount of days, how big of a lift was it to get a goal in the 3rd minute there?
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously, we know it doesn't matter when you score in a game, but if you score early, you grow in confidence. And there's obviously that feel-good factor in terms of how your group goes about the rest of the game. So scoring early gave us that confidence. It allowed us to possess the ball with a little more confidence, move the ball. The fear as a coach in those types of games are the tempo. We wanted to keep the tempo high so we could try to break them down as much as possible. And give Richmond credit, they did a great job of trying to sit back and close down space. I think we've seen another team do that in this stadium with success in the last few weeks, so fair play to them for trying to do it. But obviously I'm very, very happy with how our group broke them down early and then obviously finished the game off at the end.
It was a nice finish to the game. I mean, they were starting to get closer to scoring, and then obviously the red card and penalty.
Yeah, it is. Well, anytime it's a 1-0 game, it becomes a scary game to manage. Because anytime there's any sort of set piece, the team's going to launch the ball into the box, and anytime you're launching in the box, it becomes a bit of a lottery. Anything can happen. But our guys managed those individual moments very, very well. Yeah, was it scary? Of course. But we managed them. We got through it unscathed, and we picked up a very, very big 3 points today.
Was it weird looking across the field and seeing Richmond have 3 guys at the back? Was that? I mean, I don't recall you guys.
Yeah, we didn't scout them playing that way.
Yeah.
So obviously it's the element of surprise. Yeah, we saw it. We recognized it right away. Did that shape impact the first goal? I don't think so. Obviously it was an intelligent ball by Kenny and a great run by Jimmy. But we were surprised to see them play the formation that they started out in the game with.
Was this good preparation for Wednesday? Or are you not thinking that far ahead yet?
Well, I have to think about it now. It's the next game, and you know I only get one game at a time. Is it good preparation? No, it's the worst possible preparation because we had to play another game. So to keep playing as many games as we have is not good preparation for it. And obviously takes a toll on our players, but they've been resilient through all the games that we've had to play. We'll have to patch them up tonight. We'll come in tomorrow and check with medical and see where our group is. I think it's a no-brainer. We'll obviously have to rotate in some respects for Wednesday. Our players are getting worn down by the sheer number of games that we're having to play. But the beauty is we don't just have 11 players. We've got more 11 guys, and whoever goes into battle on Wednesday, we know they're going to give everything they can for our club and our city, and hopefully continue on that magical run.
For people that aren't at training every day, like you guys are, it was noticeable yesterday that the July 16 friendly has been canceled. Can you shed some light for fans maybe on how pervasive the fatigue is just with this run of games and the short amount of time?
Yeah, they're professional athletes, our players, obviously, and they're in probably the best shape of their lives, and you would hope they're in the best shape of their lives. But to go out and exert the amount of energy that is required in our sport, what is that on average? I think we played a game every 4 days now for weeks on end. It takes its toll on your players. And there's a thing called the red zone, where players are they're fatigued and they're more susceptible to injury. And it's my job as the manager of this club with our medical staff to manage that. And we have to be very, very careful as to how we take care of our players. We've still got a lot of games ahead. We know Wednesday's a very important game for our club and for the city, but we'll have to make very, very smart decisions in terms of who is physically fit and has the energy and has the capacity to actually play in that game. We know it's a big game, of course, but the health of our players that's paramount. We don't want to lose anybody that's going to be out for the rest of the season, so it's imperative that we continue to manage them like we have been, make sure we have as close to everybody available for every single game that we play.
Is it weird to think that you played Columbus and then you have to follow up with Charleston, the best team in the league, and now you have to play Miami, and a couple days later you play Louisville, second best team?
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. Obviously, we know going to Louisville next weekend is going to be very, very difficult. We're not thinking about it yet, obviously, but we know going to Miami is going to be a very, very difficult game. Miami obviously just ran the show in the NASL in the first half of the season, destroyed San Francisco last night. To Mark DeSantis, a friend of mine who coaches them, is a great coach, and he's got a great team. I think they were second in the league. So to beat your closest rivals 7-0, we're under no illusions as to how difficult the task it is going and playing Miami at Miami. They're almost as good, if not better, than the majority of the MLS teams this year. So we got through Columbus, we got through Chicago. We know this one's going to be very, very difficult. We'll obviously have to put a plan in place in terms of how we prepare our team for that game. But anything can happen in one game. It's Cup soccer, and we'll gladly embrace the challenge. It's obviously historic for our group to be in the quarterfinals. I don't think anybody anticipated that FC Cincinnati, now second year of existence, would be where we are right now, which is exciting for us. It's exciting for our fan base, and as much as we want Wednesday to take its time getting here, we're obviously excited for that match, and we'll go out and put our best foot forward. Thank you.